putting football tubes in my home. Then when I went, they told me that I was still a foster mom, but I was no longer with JCCCA. And then somebody told me about foster progressed after me, and I went, and Ms. Matthews and Ms. Hooper, Ms. Sylvia Hooper helped me write letters and stuff up to Albany and did good work for me. So the only thing was left keeping me from getting foster kids in my house. JCCCA had put bad stuff in my record, and now no agency will have me as a foster mother. And they said nobody else can take that bad stuff out my record because JCCA put it in, and JCC have to be the one that take that bad stuff out my record. They lied on me. They slandered my character. They do all kinds of bad stuff to me. They wrote bad stuff in my record. Now, 3 years down, I'm fighting with fostering progressive apathy, and still I have no more kids in my home. This is injustice. This is not fair. This is not right, and I need help. They abuse me. They use me with wrong words. They lied on me. I need help, and this is for JCCCA. You crooked as a bow and arrow. You lied on me. You know I didn't do those bad stuff that you put in my record. You was trying and trying and trying. So if you tried so hard, go in that record and check all that bad stuff up my record that you put in my record. Do it. And you need to do it right now. Upon ACCS, you need to be reformed. JCCA, you need to be reformed. You come rough to the bone. How you gonna spare my character all over the world? How you gonna abuse me like that when I've been a good foster mom? I love my nieces. I love kids. And yet you do it. I need help now. I need help now. I need you to go in that record and check all that bad stuff off my record so I can do the work so I can be the foster mom that I need for. We need help now, not just me. All the foster moms need help. All the foster fathers need help. That's all I have to say. JCCA, you journey to the court. And you need to be reformed. And you need to be reformed right now. How can you live with yourself knowing that you caused all this right stuff? How can you live with yourself putting all this stuff in your record and you know it was not true? And even after it came back on file, you still shut my house down. That's all I got to say. Need to be reformed. Hello, community. This is FPA Foundation, and we are an advocacy activist organization. We service the 5 boroughs, and we focus on foster care reform. We are out here today because we want to hold our council members accountable. We want to also put pressure on the public advocate, Letitia James, to make sure that she holds ACS and the foster care agencies accountable in the community. We voted for our council members, and we expect for them to protect the people, but instead, these issues have fell on deaf ears. So we're out here today, and we're going to keep making noise and keep making complaints against our council members, because I'm not understanding how they have ignored the concerns of children and families in the 5 boroughs. Every day, children are being neglected in the foster care system. Every day, false allegations are affecting innocent families, and children are being taken away and put into a system that claims to protect. Right now, there are 15,000 children in New York City foster care system. But I'll tell you this, the contracted foster care agencies, they are not supporting these foster children. You have children inside the foster care agencies, they are being abused. They are aging out their homelessness. They're being raped. They're being neglected. They're being placed in bad foster care homes. And when people from the community go to their council members to make these complaints, these issues are fell on deaf ears. And I just don't understand how could any council member that
from their families. So every child that they remove, they are getting federal money. They do not get money to reunify families, only to separate. So when you place a child up for adoption, the foster care agency gets money. The judges get money. The attorneys get money. Everybody is getting paid, but the families are suffering. So we are here today to bring awareness about this corruption inside the foster care agencies. We are here today to say that foster care needs reform. Who's watching CPS? Who's watching ACS? And when we reach out to the council members, it has fell on deaf ears. So we want to hold the council members, we want to hold the public advocates, we will hold you accountable after today for you to do your job and save our children and families. There's too many youths in the foster care system, aging out to homelessness. There's too many kids in the foster care system. Their voices are not being heard, and it has fell on deaf ears. Shame on our council members, shame on our public advocate, and shame on the mayor, Bill de Blasio, because you have neglected the voices of these children. You have neglected the families in the 5 boroughs who are reaching out to you about this corruption. Who's holding ACS accountable? Who's holding the family courts accountable? We elected you. We put you in office to protect the American citizens. Why are we not protected? Why are my human rights, why are my civil rights being violated? Why are children and families being separated from their families for money? And no one is doing anything about this. Shame on our council members that sit here and turn a blind eye to this corruption. If you do the research, and you type in foster care funding, foster care is a $1 billion business off the backs of African Americans and Latino children. So do the research. This is a failed system. Foster care has failed our children and families, and we can no longer sit here and be silent about this corruption. When you have youth aging out of the system into the shelter system, and no one is saying anything, and no one is holding ACS accountable, we need reform. We need accountability. Why are you in office? We voted for you. Why are you not protecting our children and families in the 5 boroughs? Foster care is a national issue. It's not just in New York. It is in every state, every city, and every town. There is corruption. The federal dollars, agencies are getting federal dollars to separate families. They are getting paid to separate families. It is called American child trafficking. Right in America, our foster children are being abused. Our children and families, their rights are being violated. And it seems to me that the council members, they just don't give a damn. All they care about is getting voted. You come in my community when you want me to vote for you, but you can't do your damn job. And there's something wrong with this picture, and that's why we're out here today, and we're going to hold you accountable. We will no longer elect any council member who will not support and help the children and families in our community. This is what you signed up for. You signed up, you made a promise, you did an oath to serve the people. But why have you not listened to the concerns of the people when it pertains to foster care? 23,000 youths every year are aging out to homelessness. Why is ACS not being held accountable? Why are the foster care agencies not being held accountable? If you look at the homelessness in this country, majority of the homelessness is youth aging out of the foster care system. So you tell me, how can foster care be a successful? Foster care is a failed system, and it does not benefit our children and families. Do the research. This has went on for decades. ACS falsifying documents. A lot of stuff is going on in family courts. Family courts is anti-family. They do not support the children and families that are in there. So we are calling upon our council members to step up and take action and stop this type of corruption in the 5 boroughs. When will it stop? We just had a little boy, Miles Doverson, age 4. He was killed under ACS watch. ACS went to the home 11 times, and they dropped the bag. Because if they would have removed him, he would have been alive today. Juan Sanchez, another little boy, he was 4 years old. He died under the care children they have, the more money they get. So foster care is a big business off the backs of American children. So we are out here today to bring awareness. If you would like to support our cause, you can check out our website, FPA Foundation, and you will see testimonies from grandmothers, birth parents, aunts, foster youth, talking about the injustices in the 5 boroughs. We can talk about foster care agencies, Catholic Guardian, JCCA, New York Sounding, Children's Aid Society, Edwin Gould. They have all failed our children and families. And if you are far removed, you don't know about this corruption because you are not involved with the child welfare system. So I ask everyone out here today, do your research. I want you to look up foster care funding. It's a $1 billion business off the backs of children. It's American child trafficking right here in America. So how could our council members continue to allow this corruption to take place in our communities? Today we are asking for the council members' help, but we are also holding you accountable.
Thank you.
Yes.
Support before.
Really? Here we go. Jumping up and down.
I gotta go.